Hospital. My mother used to be an employee of the hospital. Now she is a patient of the hospital. Dad drives slow to the hospital. Drink coffee at the hospital. No secret passageways in the hospital. Dad looks ancient in the hospital. Sister looks lost at the hospital. Body's all bones at the hospital. Everything's so quiet at the hospital. Used to make tally marks from quill pens, scrape deep into my hip bones, count the time I've stood outside the hospital, because the outside of the hospital reminds me of the inside of the hospital, of the inside on the inside of the hospital. I send overnight packages to the mother with the cracked skull, to the mother with the 5-inch crater marking the birth of all of her tears, to the mother with the intestines wrapped up like typewriter ribbons, tattooing pages of doctor bills from the hospital. Bring flowers to the mother with migraines smashed into bedrock. Wake up to your morphine. Drip, drip, sounds like stormy adolescence in the hospital. Count surgical scars like hairs on her body, like lines in my father's face. Swap medical tape for an afternoon outside of the hospital. Because the outside of the hospital reminds me of the inside of the hospital, of the inside on the inside of the hospital. The last time that you cut yourself was because you can't sleep with the lights off. You can't sleep with the lights off. You can't sleep with the lights off, because the shadows from pine tree outside are walking whispers across these walls, and you know that everyone else is sound sleeping, but these goose down feathers are wet with muffled screamings. Can't sleep with the lights off. You can't sleep with the lights off, because every time the air from your bedroom window creeps across your skin, you can feel hard-pressed fingertips branding their labyrinths into your backbone. Blooming blood flowers along your biceps, turning touch into muscle memory scars. You can't sleep with those lights off, because those lights are the only protected North Star that you got glowing, because after he touched you for the first time and then the 10th time, it felt easy. So tell me, does it feel easy when your veins are uprooted, twisted, and you can't sleep with those lights off, because those lights are the only thing stopping your mind from replaying the moments in your head that he touched you, and he touched you, and he touched you. And the last time that you cut yourself was on a Wednesday, because Wednesday in Spanish is miércoles, and miércoles sounds like miracle, and miracle sounds like trying to see the sun from inside of this nightmare. You, apocalypse windstorm, write about hope without removing your shirt. You must be a rose bush. You must be real thorn heavy, and when you were born, when that uterus expanded, when that universe expanded, when that uterus expanded and you were born like rose tattoos on your mother's breastbone, did you know that you turn into your own rose thorns and call yourself bathroom floor? Did you like the way those thorns felt like stakes cratered into your skin? Do you smell like blood in the winter? Do you still call yourself November? Your name is thigh muscle. Your name is medical tape. Your name is clenched fist. Your name is Mirror. Your name is hanged man. Your name is rosebush. Your name is the greatest form of cargo car graffiti off the side of these train tracks where they scatter bulbs to grow into rose bushes. Do you ever call yourself brutally beautiful? Do you ever call yourself naked body? Hold your callous fingers to your razor. Do you ever call yourself lover? And your name is something that I said once. And your name is copper on my tongue, and your name is rosebush, and your name is you don't need a confessional booth as long as no one's watching, and you cut yourself as deep as when he touched you, and you can't sleep with the lights off, because if the lights are off, you can't see your cuts. If the lights are off, you can't find your razor, can't stop thinking with the lights off, and every time that he touches you, you are a little bit more dead. And every time that you cut yourself, you are a little bit more alive, and each day now you are dying and then living until your skin is just one scab that he peels off every time that he touches you, and you tell no one except for your razor, and you tell no one except for your razor that you can't sleep with the lights off. You can't sleep with the lights off. This is the last time that you will ever sleep with the lights off. Thanks. Woo!